Good morning, Facebook Live and YouTube Live. We are rock and rolling. And we will talk coffee geeking today. And let me just get you on here so I can read your comments if there are any. And let me organize my screen of my life. Okay, so we are almost there. Let me just try to figure this out here. We're in our kitchen today, and I know I'm out of focus. Bear with me for a second because I'm going to be working over there on all my beautiful coffee paraphernalia in a second. And I just wanted to show you something here. Let's see if I can... Whoa, that's big. That's really big. That's too big. Let's bring that down. Down. All right, I am not doing that. Thank goodness. So let us figure this out. Okay, and I'm gonna go see who is here. So good morning, you guys. Ooh, and I, of course, just smashed my microphone that's on my buttocks. Ugh, that was kind of ugly. So nice kitchen. Thanks, Romy. I'm gonna see you in half an hour. Okay, we better make this a really quick coffee time. Okay, really quick coffee. And so we've got a date. Louis, good to have you here from Spain. Are you in Spain right now? You probably are. You gallivanting photographer, you. It's good to see you here. Sorry, I'm just gonna see my live chats here. Perfect. And today, if nobody knows, I will be shooting the breeze over here for 5 minutes today because I do not want to be late for my date with Romy. Romy, awesome. Because we're going to get him set up. Bert, good to have you here. Finally made a live feed, taking a break from writing. Awesome, you're a writer. So do you write books or do you write for your blog or do you do both? Writing, I'd be very intrigued. I am not a writer and wish I was. I do not have the gift of prose. So Mark Greathouse, good to have you here. Sorry I've gotten back to your private message. So thank you. I will really get back to you. And I'm so honored. We'd love to make something work for Brazil. Okay, Mark says, is it cool if I just really love coffee but have no idea what I'm doing? That is so cool. That is my life in all that I do. I just don't know what I'm doing. But we just fake it till we make it, including coffee, but we are going to make some coffee today. So we are definitely going to do that. Let me just raise this up just a touch. There we go. I forgot a couple of things, so I'm just going to get them right now for your viewing unpleasure. We need a filter. I forgot that we need a filter. Oh, I need a Chemex. Where's my Chemex? Anyways, oh, my life is a shambles. Oh, darn. My Chemex is dirty. I got to wash the dishes. Well, you can come with me here as I wash my dishes, which is really quite awkward. But don't tell Quinn you saw the dirty dishes. That would be kind of bad. But this really is our kitchen. Kind of weird. So yeah, I am so thankful for everybody who has sent really kind words and encouragement to me. I haven't read everything, but I will get back to each and every one of you. It's been awesome to be blessed by you guys. But anyways, let's not get too sentimental here. Ken is in the house. Good to have you here, man. Bert says, yep, all of the above. You shared me my eggplant for... Of course, Bert, I know who you are, man. You don't know who I am. But anyway, of course, you don't have to remind me, Bert. But yeah, I know that you shared that on your blog and you got a lot of good press because it was so worthy of sharing. But are you a full-time writer? Is that what you do? Like, I don't really know who you are above and beyond the X-Plan. I just thought it was genius and worthy of sharing. So that was awesome. Thank you for sharing life like that. Danielle, good to have you here. Robert, I got your email, man, and I consider it a card. And so thank you so much. Those were such awesome words that you wrote to me. And so thank you for blessing me in that way. Rob says, I'm telling Quinn. Oh no, about the kitchen, about the sink. Sorry. See, I probably blew out the mic just there. Bad. Miguel, we love you too, man. And so thank you. He says, my dear friend, we love you. We love you back. Mwah. Okay, that's kind of weird, but necessary. Very necessary. Okay, I've almost obscured the clock here, but we will only shoot the breeze for another 2 minutes because I've got a Skype date with Romy to get him set up on live. And for those of you who don't know how this works, we usually shoot the breeze for 5 or 10 minutes, although I'm late today because I also have to go scouting locations because we've got some weddings to shoot this weekend. It's kind of crazy. We haven't shot weddings for a couple months now because it's not wedding season yet, and then all of a sudden, boom, the season starts with a bang, and so we've got a wedding on Friday and Saturday. So yeah, that's a little bit nuts. But Miguel says I always freeze my coffee, always, not knowing why. Whoa. That's weird. But how do you freeze your coffee? But that's the thing. It used to be such a faux pas to actually freeze your coffee, and now they're saying it's a good thing. So it's kind of like, huh? All right, whatever. And so it gets really geeky though, but I better not stop talking about that yet. So live we are. And if you're on YouTube for the first time, feel free to chime in and say something in the comments because I can't see who you are until I actually see a comment. So we're going live on Facebook and YouTube for those of you that don't know. But I'm covering the timer again. Here we go. All right. Oh, it's almost time to start making some coffee, which is a good thing because I need to be caffeinated right now. Let me grab some cups because I haven't grabbed it. Oh, see, the timer went off. Ah, life is over. Very good. Okay. So, couple of house cleaning things. Welcome, Jason. Welcome, Eric. Good to have you guys here. And I did a more personal video yesterday talking about my mom and her passing. And it was not really quite planned to go as it did, but I'm so thankful for you guys for walking with me on this journey called life. And yeah, thank you so much for the kind words and encouragement. And my youngest boy has never seen me cry, so I'm not sure if he's gonna watch that video. But thank you guys for letting me be real with you guys. And I did say that live streaming was very authentic. Enough said, but thank you guys for letting me share all of life and not just the good parts. And that's not what this is about. Okay, but anyways, a couple of house cleaning announcements. One, I will not be able to go live on every day this week or next week. I will try my best. So tomorrow I can likely be here, and Thursday I can likely be, but Friday we're shooting a wedding. Next Monday we're driving out for what they call my mom's celebration of life, which is kind of cool. My sister wrote down COL scheduled for Tuesday, and I was going, what's a COL? So instead of funeral, which seems kind of final, they call it a celebration of life. The lingo of funeralism I do not know, but I am looking forward to seeing all my family because my brother and his family has flown back from Africa and they are there in Vancouver, and so helping out with the arrangements. Anyways, David says, yay Dave, where does your favorite coffee come from? Oh, this is a trick question. You cannot answer that question without first understanding that all coffee is good. Just like humans are bad. Anyways, my favorite beans. Oh, that's so hard to know. It just came out from Colombia, and I have some really choice beans that we brought back. I also love my Ethiopian dry processed beans, as my buddy Brett and fellow coffee roaster will know. But yeah, I have beans from all over the place that I love. And ever since I started a wedding in there in Guatemala a few years ago, he loves Guatemala. That's what David said. It's cool. I love Guatemala too. Geisha. Try to get a Guatemalan geisha bean. Amazing. Incredible. Okay. Brett says tears are good, man. I agree, Bert. Not when I broadcast to, thousands of people, but sure. But yeah, God is using this, even this, and using even me. And so, if we can be more transparent and help each other along in the journey of life, I am all for it. Anyways, Ken says, thank you for sharing yesterday, Dave. We love you. I love you too, Ken, man. Seriously. So I think it's funny that even Bert, you had to reintroduce yourself because I actually knew who you were, and I do watch you singing on your Facebook live stuff. He's a very good guitarist, guys. So anyways, I I don't want to be stalkerish, but all of you are my friends. Adam from Poland. Man, dude, hello, thank you for being here, man. Karen, good to have you here. Anna, good to have you here. She says, thank you for being so authentic. May you celebrate your mom's legacy with peace and joy. Thank you so much, Anna. And isn't coffee just coffee? We can still be friends because we're childhood friends. But you're on the line. I'm kidding. Okay. Yeah, I'm not a coffee person, sorry. That's because you got little babies to feed, and so you can't be on coffee. But once they get older, we're going to caffeinate you. It's a caffeination, man. Caffeination nation. Okay, so here is the weird thing. Okay, you've probably been told, let's talk coffee. We've talked about that stuff, all right? So, okay, topic at hand is coffee and why you should be freezing your coffee. So I've heard in the past that it's really bad to freeze your coffee because of blah, 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 flavor, blah, 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 blah. Okay, but then this year, I heard from my good friend Vanya, she sent a link, and she's a total coffee nerd, like on a next level coffee nerd. I love you, Vanya. But she sent a link to this article about the 2017 Barista Championship, and what this guy did was just a little bit intense. He used, I believe, liquid nitrogen to super cool his beans. That sounds awkward. But he did that to get better flavor extraction out of it. And why? And in the interview, I have the link on that right over there, bit.ly/freeze coffee. That link tells you, gives you to that article, but he says that you will get a more even particle size in the grinder because of freezing the bean, okay? Because grinders, even a good burr grinder, like this beast of a Macap that I have, it will crush a lot of the beans. And so when you crush the bean to a fine powder, it's going to over extract because you've got too much surface area. And then when you under extract with too big a grain, that's going to it's going to be under extracted. So freezing your coffee before you grind it is going to give it a more even size, which means less bitters, which means a sweeter coffee flavor. And I'm all about the sweets, man, although coffee is usually bitter. Okay, but there's also other benefits of freezing coffee, especially if you're like me and you just got back from some amazing coffee nation like Colombia. And so this is the thing. I bought a whole bunch of beans, and I'm always so worried about buying too many beans because I always think, oh my goodness, they're all going to go bad before I can drink it all. And so I drink copious amounts of coffee whenever I come back. But they say you can freeze your coffee, and you can kind of take a time capsule and lock in that flavor profile at that time that coffee was roasted and rested. And so this is incredible to me. And you can also freeze green coffee. So if you've just harvested and you want to keep it longer pure of that exact time capsule, you can do that as well. And so it's really going the way of vintage wines, where you can be able to try different wines at different years and have tastings as it's progressed in not only its green development as well as its resting nature and roasting, of course. So craziness. But okay, you can't just throw your bag of coffee in the freezer. So how do you do this properly? All right. So what you need is a proper vacuum sealer, all right? Because the enemy to any frozen food is going to be air and moisture. And what you want to do is suck it all out before you throw it in the freezer so that your food locks in good flavors and not the bad ones and becomes kind of disgusting. Okay, so we've had the FoodSaver for many, many years now because we're sous vide junkies. And I think the one negative to it is that you are going to use a lot of plastic, all right? But I do have links to bags that we're using that allow us to cut the seal and then reseal again so we can use the same bag for like 3/4 of a pound of coffee as we keep on drinking it. But here's the kicker. You do want to keep your beans in the freezer and grind from frozen. And that's going to give you the best particle size. And I've actually noticed not only optically, you can see that there's not as many fines spitting up and rising because of those really super fines. And secondly, flavor-wise, it does create a sweeter cup, which is shocking because all we're doing is freezing the bean. What? This madness, this magic. Okay, so get the freezer, the FoodSaver, freeze your beans without oxygen and suck it all out. And they look kind of weird, right? They look kind of strange, but this is going to be the best way to get great flavor consistently out of your beans. And there's an extra bonus for people who roast their own beans, because now I can roast like, 5 or 6 pounds and not worry, okay, I have to give this all away, or I need to drink all this right now. We can let it rest, because I prefer to rest my beans for about 1 week to 2 weeks, and then it has the best flavor profile. And so we can rest the beans, and then we can freeze, vacuum pack, and then freeze it all, and then I can have beans ready for whenever I need to drink it, which is awesome, because before I'd have to roast every pretty much 2 or 3 weeks to make sure I've got my supply of my favorite drug of choice. All right, okay, let's say, Dave, that's too cumbersome. Let's not do that. Well, the next best thing that you can do is use this thing, which is a planetary airscape. Airscape, okay. And what it has, oh, my beans are locked in here, okay? So if you take a look at that, it looks like this little time capsule lock. So you pull up the handle, and if you push the handle down, it is actually not vacuum sealed, it's airtight, okay? If you push the handle up, that becomes your lever. You can pull it out, and can you hear that? Oh, there you go. And here at the bottom of my jug are my beans that have been reduced of air as much as possible. It's not going to be vacuum sealed, but this is the best method of preserving bean freshness that I found at room temperature. Because what you do is you push it down with the handle up, and listen to this. It just farted. And so yeah, and then you push the handle down, and that means that no air can escape. So airscape, get it? Airscape, ha 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 ha. Okay, but yeah, some have complained, because this is an older one, because I bought it a long time ago, that they have now taken off this gasket from the clear lid, but I'm pretty sure the clear lid does very little. All right, because beans do degas, they fart as we leave them on the table. But I digress. The main takeaway is to buy a food saver if you don't have one. Vacuum pack your beans and then freeze them. Grind from frozen, and you will be in a world of joy with less bitter coffee and better coffee flavor. Ha ha! Okay, simple hack. Now, the other benefit of having a food saver is that you can, of course, sous vide anytime you want. You can vacuum pack your food, and I've got other videos at Chinese Secrets for that. And you also have the ability to, just preserve food. So we are a family of only 4, but we host a lot of people, family, friends, and if we are buying bulk, it's awesome. Like, I think on Thursday, I'm going to be cooking up 15 pounds of pork shoulder that I already pre-cooked sous vide, and then I flash froze, and it's in the freezer. And so it's easy to cook for big parties, and without the food saver, I couldn't do that. Okay, awesome. So that's all I have for today. Thank you guys so much for being here. I'm going to check out the comments, but you don't have to stick around. God bless, and I'll see you in the next video. And make sure you do check out all the links at Freeze Coffee. All right, guys, I'm back. Jack, good to have you here. I gotta get rid of this thing. Sorry, and I got all my notifications on my computer. Not cool, not cool, not cool. Okay, and Romy, don't worry, we've got 9 minutes until we need to Skype. Okay, Bert folks, laugh out loud. Even my kids, 20, 17, and 14 are coffee snobs. You let your 14-year-old drink coffee? Oh, don't tell my 14-year-old. Wow, that is so awesome. And David, okay, awesome. I think that's about all for today, guys. So thank you guys so much for being here. God bless. And yeah, there's brighter days ahead. And we shall see you in the next video. Peace out.